Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
Yeah, it's not only a brand new day, it's a brand new champion coming up in Simril in roughly 11 hours at the time of the recording. Cheers everyone, I'm your dystopian innkeeper. We're going to dive deep into Lark's lore. The lights rise on a lonely, dimly lit tavern deep in a crooked port town harbour. The smoky air is thick with the scent of salt and spilled ale. Flickering torchlight dances across tired faces and weather-worn beams. And then the door creaks. A figure enters. He moves with measured confidence, a slight tilt in his head, lips curved in a wry half smile. I can't do the half smile. A tiefling, his eyes glinting with secrets, a lute and a guitar strapped behind his back, a crossbow slung casually at his side. This is Lark, and not the nightingale. Lark is not a nightingale, and he is not a hero. He is a performer, a survivor. At 29 years, chaotic, neutral in alignment, he carries the scars of a past he refuses to show. He left his old band of traveling minstrels under the cover of darkness. No fanfare, no announcement, and especially no trace. Rumors whisper, jealousy among fellow bards, a betrayal, or perhaps horrors better left unspoken. Whatever the truth, he vanished. His laughter, once bright and loud, was muted. His songs, they became whispers in the night. But the hunger for applause, for a spotlight, that never died. He wandered alone, footsteps echoing in empty inns and silent streets. Then on one night, chance of fate brought him to a ragged troupe calling themselves the Fallbacks. Rough around the edges perhaps, but strong, fierce, loyal. For a man such as Lark, hunted by phantom enemies he will not name, the Fallbacks offered protection, a shield against the shadows that trailed him. He expected simple security. Instead, he found belonging, a fractured family bound by necessity rather than blood. And, as uncertain and fragile as it is, he clings to it. Because even in the deepest darkness, light draws eyes. Lark rediscovered the power of his voice. Not just music now, but survival. He learned that words can wound sharper than steel, that a well-placed insult fractures courage. Vicious mockery, anyone? That a melody can stir hope or despair. Bardic inspiration. He became a bard once more, but not as he had been, this time with purpose. Oh, the world can be cruel to tieflings with tongues sharper than gunshots. Lark knows that better than most. His reputation grew slowly. Whispers in taverns, hushed chatter among patrons, glances filled with equal parts awe and suspicion. He courted attention but never safety. Standing in the light means the shadow gather. Every cheer is a reminder. Someone watches. Someone waits for him to slip. And slip he almost did more than once. He favors words over weapons, but he did not forsake arms. At his side rests a small crossbow. Last resort, he calls it. A name heavy with resignation and threat. When mockery fails, when the laughter dies down and foes draw close, last resort speaks in silence and death. But Lark rarely draws it. His art is subtler, more insidious. A flick of the tongue, a mocking refrain, a whispered promise, then retreat into darkness before eyes widen in either fear or pain. He has learned to keep moving. He never stays in one place long after the performance ends. The applause fades quickly. The danger, though, the danger remains. Sometimes he vanishes at dawn's footprints lost in alleyways. Sometimes he sneaks away during a city's night watch, slipping into crowds. The Fallbacks help. They flank him, they shield him, they watch his back. But only he knows the fear when silence follows laughter. Only he knows the echoes of footsteps that are not his own. In the heart of the Fallbacks, he found more than just protection. He found purpose, a reason to keep singing, because the show must go on. And sometimes the show is the only shield you have. He learned to use his art like armor, his songs like weapons. And the city-sorted taverns became stages for survival. For survival with style. Lark never asks for forgiveness. He does not beg for understanding. He demands attention. For in that fleeting moment beneath candlelight, within the hush before the first strum, he is seen, alive, dangerous, and unconquered. There are nights when he stares at the strings of his lute, fingers hovering as if expecting ghosts to answer. He wonders how many he left behind, how many enemies wait for him in the crowd. Sometimes he hears whispers, not from enemies, but from memory. A soft voice of regret, a sharper one of guilt. But he silences them with a tune, a joke, a drink, or a bolt from last resort. I need a sip of coffee. His eyes flick towards the horizon, towards the next tavern, the next crowd, the next set of ears to charm. He walks that tightrope between light and shadow, and he loves the danger. Not because he seeks glory, but because he respects truth. The world owes him nothing. The world will spit at him as a tiefling bard, laugh at songs sung in hellish tongues, and draw cruel knives in gilded halls. Lark, he accepts that. He thrives on it, because he knows fear, and fear sharpens performance like a whetstone. In the gloom before the crowd gathers, he breathes deep, fingers find lute strings, his voice rough, soft and melodic, glides through silence. Just one note, a beginning. The drums of ale mugs, the rustle of cloaks, the shifting breath of strangers, and then the hush, that sacred hush before the first chord rings out. And in that, Lark feels alive. Every laugh, every sigh, every silence, a pulse in the dark. His audience leans in. His eyes, they shine. The spotlight warms him like fire. For a moment, he is not a hunted tiefling. He is not a fugitive. He is not broken. He is something else. Something dangerous. Something unforgettable. When the song ends, the applause rises, a wave that threatens to drown him, but also lifts him. He always bows softly, a mock flourish, and then he vanishes into the crowd, into the night, into the unknown, always one step ahead, always on the run. Because for Lark, every farewell is temporary. Every stage is a refuge, every performance a lifeline, and every note is a promise. So long as it draws breath, he plays, he survives, he endures. The show must go on, and so must he. And somewhere in the shadows of taverns and nightmares, the hunters wait. But tonight the only thing that moves is the melody. As long as the lute still hums, as long as his lips still smile, Lark remains free. The lights fade, the curtain falls, and the echoes still linger. Lark, an interesting character. I'll see you at the unlock of Lark in, what was it? 11 hours. And in the meantime, I think you know how it is. Everyone, have fun. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day.